Hello everybody, July 16th. This is a short video sharing some more of the early messages, poem messages that I received through me. And then I wanted to explain something, meaning to passage from 2 Corinthians 12:9, which I've explained before on my blog. So it's one instance of where you have a second deeper meaning below the surface, which is again the case with all the pages of the Bible. So this message, again, these early messages I didn't date, wasn't dating them yet, and not necessarily in order of occurrence. So these would be probably from 2009, early 2009 sometime. This would be number 17. Sailing, flying, effortless through time, floating, drifting, painless in rhyme. Wonderful escape this ethereal mist, heartful desire to be free of the twist that wrenches us bodily through life, joy and suffering in strife, lightness of being, endless abode, witnessing countless others carrying the load of life's ups and downs upon weary back, trudging along day to day with the lack of understanding that will set them on course from things that only get worse. Open the heart, can't you hear and see all that awaits us, you and me? Splendid yearning, soulful bliss, leaving this world for heaven's kiss. That talks about obviously a spiritual essence or awareness in the beginning part, sailing, flying, effortless through time, floating, drifting, painless in rhyme, because again there's no time with God. Floating and drifting, painless in the rhyme. Rhyme is his word, which is what this stuff is. A wonderful escape to this ethereal mist, which is in between here in heaven. A heartful desire to be free of the twist that wrenches us bodily through life, the pains of life, joy and suffering and strife, passing through that, being free of it, to a lightness of being, an endless abode, of course heaven, witnessing countless others carrying the load of life's ups and downs upon weary back. So I mean, they're seeing, they're witnessing a lot of what's going on here, especially with the loved ones. Trudging along day to day with the lack of understanding that will set them on course from things that only get worse, so they know that they witness what we're going through. So many are going through, just basically clueless of what they need to understand that will set them on course from the things that only get worse. And they're telling us, open the heart, can't you hear and see all that awaits us, you and me? Splendid yearning, soulful bliss, leaving this world for heaven's kiss. I mean, it's all right there for us to do. We just got to decide to do it. So these were clearly from, possibly from angels, but most likely from others that had made it into the light. And I believe I wanted to share number 18 as well. I think part of it might have specifically for me, but it could have some meaning to everybody. Can't conceive of the glory that lies beneath the oft-told story. Seek to find what's hidden there, and you shall find beyond repair. Incredible light to blind the eyes, leads you to incomparable wise. Flourish in the beautiful mists, arms spread wide with open fists. Glorious sadness washed away, never before held at bay. The love you feel upon the birth of all our soulful mirth. Incomplete, whole once more, sailing to the distant shore. Hand in hand, heart to heart, once together shall not part. Do you truly wish to know many places you shall go, teaching healing sights unseen, lessons learned not foreseen? Splendor shall unfold you how, to show you how, glorious future bless your brow. Soar above the eagle's lair, ignominious haunts lie there. Do not fear, they cannot hold, to them they will do as they are told. Following thy word from deep within, your heart of which they cannot win. Suffer not your mind to worry, your life shall be bound in glory. So the second half is for me. Here it talks about going to heaven. It starts about talking what awaits us in heaven. We can't conceive of the glory. And here it points out specifically what I've been saying, that the surface of the Bible is one thing, the deeper meaning, the truer meaning is below the surface. Can't conceive of the glory that lies beneath the oft-told story, to be about Jesus. Seek to find what's hidden there, which lies beneath this oft-told story. Seek to find what's hidden there, and you shall find beyond repair incredible light to blind the eyes, leads you to incomparable wise, which is God's wisdom. Flourish in the beautiful mists, which is heaven. Arms wide open, spread wide with open fists, which is open palms. Jesus welcomes us. And you'll be welcoming others as well. Glorious sadness is washed away, never more held at bay, it's never more kept inside. The love you feel upon the birth of all your soulful mirth, the love that you feel upon this birth, as we birth into this all this soulful mirth, this joy of heaven, of all a soulful mirth, incomplete is whole once more. It was incomplete, it's whole once more. Sailing to the distant shore, hand in hand, heart to heart, once together shall not part. Then it speaks to me specifically. Do you truly wish to know many places you shall go? Teaching healing sights unseen, lessons learned not foreseen, splendor shall unfold. To you how glorious future bless your brow. Telling me what I'm going to be doing, which was what I'm doing now, and have been doing. Soar above the eagle's lair. Ignominious haunts lie there. Talking about soaring above, higher than this chaos that's in this world. Ignominious haunts lie there, which would be darkness. Do not fear, they cannot hold. To them they will do as they are told, which is rebuking banishes in the name of Jesus Christ. They have to do. They have to go. Just using his name, invoking his name. They have to obey. Following thy word from deep within, the heart of which they cannot win. They have no claim to it. Suffer not your mind to worry, for your life, my life shall be bound in glory. So that was an early one, a beautiful one. The others, next group has to do specifically with me. Let's jump forward to number 21. Again, I don't know the date yet. It's going to be like the first 70 or so before I started dating him. I had no idea I was going to keep getting them. Momentous glory, soaring skyward, pointing our spirits ever onward. Angelic harmonies drifting through misty lofts of royal blue, cannot describe the beauty of all that lies far above. Hidden just beyond the veil, loving arms shall not fail to welcome home the lonely spirit, earthly tone no longer hear it. Walking to the joyful light, only day and never night. Fields of green, golden flowers, feeling new, mortal powers. Do not fret the day to day, seek the glory as you pray. They will help you, guide you, teach you. They are always there to go to. In times of sorrow, doubt, despair, when it seems there's none who care. Bound forever to their heart, hell itself can't tear apart. Keep the faith, mind all open. Build your church, here speaking often, to him who made us long ago, whose light on path will always show. Here is for parts describing heaven and telling us what we need to do day to day. Momentous glory soaring skyward. pointing our spirits ever onward. It's giving us direction, pointing us in the way to heaven. Angelic harmonies. This is talking about our spirits being pointed and guided. Angelic harmonies drifting through misty loss of royal blue. Again, it's going to look at the sky, but it's not as we see it now. You cannot describe the beauty of all that lies far above, hidden just beyond the veil, which hides what the unseen from the seen. Loving arms shall not fail to welcome us home, to welcome home the lonely spirit. Earthly tone, no longer hear it. We're not hearing the earthly, all the stuff that's going on earth, all the chatter, all the senseless noise and useless noise. Walking to the joyful light, only day, never any night. Fields of green, golden flowers, feeling new, immortal powers. Do not fret, do not worry the day to day. Otherwise, do not worry about anything. Do not fret the day to day. Seek the glory as you pray. Each day, pray. They will help you, guide you, teach you. Your prayers, your angels that are around you. They are always there to go to. But if you're ignoring them, whose fault is that? They're always there to go to in times of sorrow, doubt, and despair. When it seems there's none who care. They are always there. They always care. They always love you. They want to help you. Bound forever to their heart. Hell itself can't tear apart. Keep the faith and your mind all open to believe. Therefore, you can build your church, speaking often, the true church in here. So keep the faith. Keep your mind all open completely, your heart and your mind. And build your church, true church in here, inside you, speaking often to Him, God, who made us long ago, whose light on path will always show. It's always there guiding us if you open your eyes and your heart. So, those are early ones, the meanings of those. And the other thing I wanted to say was 2 Corinthians 12:9. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, and I posted this on the blog, actually, today. He said, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me." And this is Paul to the Corinthians. And what that means, think of this. I'll slow it down. But he said to me, he being Jesus, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." And then Paul speaks, "Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me." Because he said, his power is made perfect in weakness. When we are weak, therefore we are strong. When we are weak, when we turn to the Lord, His grace descends upon us, infuses us with His power and strength, therefore making us strong. When we are weak, therefore we are strong. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that when Christ's power may rest on me, making me strong. My power is His power, my power is made perfect in weakness. When we are weak, His power descends upon us, His grace, and is made perfect. His perfect power, perfect grace, makes us strong. When I'm weak, therefore I'm strong. When I believe in Him and turn to Him for help. So that's what that means. And there may be deeper meanings too. As other meanings come to me on specific things, I share them. So hopefully that helps. So that gets into anytime you're worrying or you're struggling, remember that. 2 Corinthians 12:9. So with that, that's all I had to share today. Short and sweet. And I want to acknowledge and give thanks to the spirit of my grandma, my mother's mother, for visiting me yesterday morning upon awaking, for thank you for your comforting touch and your comforting words that you shared with me. They really helped me and meant a lot to me. So I do love you and miss Gramps as well. So with that, wish everybody a blessed rest of your day or evening, wherever you may be. And God bless. Peace of Christ. Amen.